Alright, I just got back from the shooting range while I stopped on my way home from work to practice. I try and do it once a week. I try and practice with this right here. This is my Bulldog 44 special. Let me unload this since I'm not shooting right now. In 1986, well, I try and shoot once a week just for practice, but in 1986, there was a movie called Manhunter. I believe the actor's name was William Peterson, who played the character Will Graham. He carried the old 70s style Bulldog 44 special. That was the first time I ever seen one of these. I was just a kid. Thought the gun looked cool as hell. In my 20s, I bought one. Things happened. I got rid of it, but a year or so ago, I got this one. This is the newer style one. I bobbed the hammer like Plowboy did on his. Left it to satin finish. Just cleaned it up. It was beat up. Looked like it fell off the trunk of a car doing about 80 miles an hour. In the movie, he used Glasser safety slugs in his. And I've been trying to find some of them. I want to get some of them just because of they're kind of a unique design bullet. It's basically the copper jacket of like a hollow point filled with birdshot with like a piece of plastic in the end of the hollow point to close it off or whatever. From what I understand, they hold together, and as soon as like they penetrate through soft tissue and that, they just go everywhere. From what I understand, from what I've read about them, they do a lot of damage. And I'd like to test some out, but I haven't been able to find any. As soon as I do, I think I'm going to do a video on them and see how they perform in that. It might be a good good round. I guess air marshals and stuff like that used to use them because if you shot somebody in a plane, they wouldn't penetrate through the hull of the plane or whatever. Just some of the stuff I read, you know how that is. Just because it's on the internet don't mean it's true. But so if anybody knows where you can get some of them Glasser safety slugs, actually I think the company that made them sold out. I believe it's Corbon that makes them now, and I did call Corbon, but they said they didn't have any right now, and yes, they're gonna make some, but he didn't know when. So this is my EDC everyday carry, just what I prefer. Sometimes I carry a little J-frame 357 Magnum, but for the most part, 99.9% of the time, this is what I carry. Bulldog 44 Charter Arms. I will say that the old Charter Arms from the 70s had a 3-inch barrel instead of 2.5. And the ejection rod, the barrel was like the old Colts and that. It was just the barrel, the ejection rod was underneath. I never had any problem with it, but having a shrouded ejection rod like that is definitely better. If you were to bump it or something, you won't bend that. But the old Charter Arms Bulldog 44 was extremely reliable. I had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds through that gun. Never ever once did I have a bit of trouble with it. When I bought this off Gunbroker, and I bought it cheap. I mean cheap, because it was beat up. It was dented and scratched. There's a little dent right here by my thumb. I don't know if you can see it in the video. A couple little dents like that. Most of it polished out, but some of it didn't. But I had heard so much bad stuff about these having light primer strikes and timing issues that while I had this apart, polishing it, getting the little dents and dings and scratches out of it, I just went through, put wolf springs and everything. It's got extra power hammer spring. The timing locks up tight on this. Since I've owned this, I've never had a light primer strike, but like I said, I went through it. A couple times I've done videos on this gun. It's mixed. Some people love theirs. Other people say they had nothing but problems with it. I'll just say that this one is reliable. but this one was completely rebuilt before I even ever shot it for the first time. Hope everybody has a great day. See you on the flip side.